We are ready. Look at the amount of divisions the Axis has on the border. This will be a very tough one. There we go. The Axis attacked us. It is finally time to make our entrance in World War II, and Finland is also at war with us. Oh, big encirclement. Look at the amount of divisions in here. Ouch! 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 Oh no, Germany. Oh no! Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. You might be wondering, another USSR guide? And the answer is yes, another USSR guide. So why should you watch this one instead of my recent Reverse Barbarossa guide? And well, there are plenty of reasons. This time we go for a completely different approach, a much more historical one and a much more challenging one. Instead of attacking the Axis early, we will need to wait for them to trigger Barbarossa, meaning our focus, research and building priorities will be almost completely different. More importantly though, this means that we will be facing the Axis at full power, making for a much more challenging and fun World War II experience. Not to mention the fact that, of course, we will also need to capitulate the United States in order to end the Allies. If all of that sounds interesting, then this is the right video for you. If you have any doubts, as usual, feel free to ask in the comments and make sure to join our Discord to meet our amazing community. And guys, if you have been enjoying the content I make, please do not forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing and leaving me a comment. But that's all for the introduction, so let's get started. As usual guys, the researches and focuses will be in the description of the video, so they will not be covered in the video itself, and you can get access to the dedicated spreadsheet by purchasing a tier 2 membership to the channel. Test, okay. Already different focuses. So in terms of buildings, this is our priority. We're going to build a military... We're going to build a land facility in Volkhov. The reason we build it here is that there is a dam here. So we get the extra construction speed. And then we're going to build infrastructures followed by civilian factories in the following provinces. For what concerns our military production, the priority is this. We're going for civilian trains, no, let me not say that. For what concerns the military production, the priority is this. And for what concerns the Navy, although that's usually free... Let me do that again. For what concerns the Navy, that's free as usual, but my suggestion would be to finish whatever you are building, but reduce the amount to just one, so just finish what you were building. Then you set 3 dockyards on convoys, and after you get 3 dockyards, you start building empty battle cruisers. Using this design here, which is the best design to get naval supremacy as fast as possible. We may need them against the UK. But if you prefer to do something different with the Navy, that's up to you. Now I'm going to rename the divisions as usual. I'm going to rename divisions so it's easier to follow the spreadsheet. So here you go. We will adjust them a bit more later, of course. For now, we're just going to split them around. And for splitting them, what I usually do is I remove these ones. I change all of the cavalry divisions into infantry divisions. Split off the armored. Split off the mountaineers. Oh my god. What the fuck is it now? Split off the motorized. Split off the mountaineers. Make sure that everything else is infantry. And then we can split them around. If you did everything correctly, you should have basically 4 precise armies of 24, except for 1 lacking here. So we're going to use 3 marshals for our setup. One will be the offensive marshal with armored and motorized. One will be the infantry marshal with all of the infantry armies and the Alpini. And the final one will also be infantry, defensive infantry. Later on we'll add more armies to this one too. For the time being, we are going to set these divisions at the border with Japan. And the other ones doesn't really matter, just assign them to fallback lines so that they don't die of attrition. So try to use big cities that have supplies. Something like this. And then we just shift click on training for all of them. We also want to train our navy, and we're going to do it in Leningrad. So merge all of them in here. That's already in Leningrad. Then shift click on naval exercises. And for what concerns planes, we can gather all of them and train all of them in Moscow. Always love the name of Russian planes, bed and hotbed. We're also going to change the occupation law. We're going to use liberated workers, and we want cavalry to be the garrison template. We're going to create an agency. We're going to fix trade. And with that, our initial setup is done. As soon as you get your spy, send it to spy Mexico City. Here we pick mobilize the armed forces. And at 150 political power, we are going to pick the popular figurehead.
Готов выдвигаться.
We can now send volunteers to Spain. We're going to send our Alpini, pick the highest strength divisions. We can send up to 6. And of course, make sure to send air volunteers as well. For air volunteers, I usually send 2 groups of 2 wings of fighters. And I set them, forget them like this. I don't usually micromanage them, but if you want to get more air experience, you can do a lot of stuff. Same thing basically applies to our volunteers. I will not try to win the civil war, just try to farm army experience as much as possible. At the same time, we're also going to change the spy to quiet intel network. We should now be above 50%, which is what we need. At 100 political power, we're going to pick the Army Reformer Expert. And we're going to start improving relations with Spain. Now, on the volunteers, I usually like to use Zhukov as the general, so later he can become a good marshal. And you can use any marshal you want. You'll likely lose all of them anyway. As I said, Spain is up to you. What I usually do is I push down here. Just make sure you give them the highest motorization priority and aggressively execute battle plans. Here is the usual MIO priority. No, actually, let me do that faster. Infantry MIO priority.
Внимание! Готов выдвигаться.
Keep an eye on the air experience. Very soon you should get to 15, which is enough to change our fighter design. Oh my god, no. This one to a new feature, new amazing feature, to the F1 CA. Make sure to auto-upgrade. Do not change my names, game, please. So this fighter is actually very good, despite the fact that we can get it so early. The air attack is amazing, so later on it will boost us against Germany. And actually we only need 12 air experience for that. So save this and start producing it. We're also going to increase the production to a total of 15 military factories.
Зададим жару. Давай, давай!
As soon as you get enough political power, send an attaché to Spain. Is that how you pronounce attaché though? Let me check.
Attaché. Attaché.
Ah. I think it's fine. Attaché.
Attaché.
Attaché. Well, whatever. Let me do that again, though. So as soon as you get the political power, you need 100 for it. Send attaché to Spain. And then keep an eye on paranoia, because when you get to 20% political paranoia, you want to forge satisfactory reports. There we go. Here is the artillery MIO. No. Okay. What's next? War economy. Okay.
Занимаю укрытие.
And as soon as you get the political power, when you complete that focus, you can switch to war economy.
Вытесним их!
As soon as you complete this focus, you can pick a new decision. We will accomplish a high yield. We will accomplish a high yield. This is very good, so pick it right away.
Так точно. Вытесним их. Выходим.
And at 100 political power, you can recruit a scientist for our facility. At 100 political power, you can recruit a scientist for the facility. Make sure it's a land facility scientist. This old lady will be designing our amazing tanks. How cool is that?
Ройс. Выходим.
Test. Okay. And once again, keep an eye on the political paranoia, because when it gets to 23-24%, you want to start an inspection in the Navy.
Ройс.
Okay, when the paranoia... Let me do that again. When the paranoia gets to 24%, start an inspection in the Navy. At this point, we're also going to pick some doctrines. We're going to pick the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. As well as the Last Spirit, Logistical Focus, which is great. Now we want to change... We also want to change something with our buildings. So we're going to build military factories in all of the 100% provinces, including the ones in here. No. And then in all of the 80% provinces. That should be Stalingrad as well. And that should be it. Hope I didn't miss any. Then we're going to build infrastructures followed by military... Okay, now let me do that first. Okay. Orel, Azerb, Alma. Orel, Azerb, Alma, and Kursk, I think. And Cherny something. Where is Cherny something? Chernigov, okay. After that, we are going to build infrastructures followed by military factories in these provinces here. So make sure you follow these very carefully. These are the ones we were building from before. Then military factories in the same provinces. Then infrastructures and military factories in these provinces.
Выходим!
And we can continue. Now, when you get the events with the... Now, when you get the inspection in the whatever events, always pick the ones to decrease political paranoia.
Вытесним их!
Okay, this does not matter, so I will not mention it.
Выходим! Выходим!
Ooh, we got a big encirclement in Spain. This may be a problem for nationalist Spain, although we are not aiming to win this civil war. So I will, in any case, I will try to lose it. But this is fun to see.
Выходим! Жду приказа.
More MIOs. More MIOs. Never ending. Fighter MIO priority. Now again, keep an eye on paranoia. When you get to 24%, start an inspection in the Air Force. At the same time, we're also going to pick the air spirits, air crew surveys, and centralized control.
Вперед!
When you get this event, always take the Spanish gold. That's amazing. This MIO priority doesn't matter much, so I will skip it. And we're now going to pick ground support. Now, around this time, you may get an event about... what was his name? Chiang Kai-shek. Let me check. Now, around this time, you may get an event about Chiang Kai-shek, and if you get that event, always keep him alive. The event will say he is still needed. That's the choice you need to make. It's very important that you pick that one. But sometimes it doesn't happen at all.
Зададим жару.
Ooh, look at this. This is satisfying. Now, at this point of the run, there is a bit of RNG because we're going to be slightly above the paranoia limit waiting for this focus, so you may get a bad event. It's nothing we can do about it. We either get it now or we get it a bit later. Let's see if we're lucky or not. Yeah, this is nothing about that. Okay, we're fine. We were lucky, so we got rid of the paranoia. It's great. Yeah, if you get a bad paranoia event, do not worry too much. It's something you can fix later in the run. That's fine. Motorized MIO.
Жду приказа. Зададим жару. Вперед!
For our tanks, we're going to use Okmo, the infantry tank designer.
Готов выдвигаться.
And as soon as you complete this focus, we can start a subtle the subtle assassination in Mexico. I press automatically repeat so we get a notification when it's done. At the same time, we're going to start recruiting 31 infantry divisions. We're going to start recruiting 31 infantry divisions. And we're going to make some changes to our infantry. We're going to add the engineer company and the support anti-air to it. We can now also change all of these divisions into infantry divisions. Now, if you followed the construction priority very carefully, you will be able to pick this focus, but as you can see, it's a very close one. Wait a few days if you're late for some reason.
Я готов. Зададим жару. Выходим.
I think I will stop pushing in Spain because it's looking too good for us. I don't want us to win. When you get the second spy, send it to Germany on Build Intel Network. I usually send it to Hanover. At 20% paranoia, we're going to forge satisfactory reports again, and we will pick we will accomplish again.
Я готов.
At 24-25% paranoia, we're going to pick inspection in the Navy.
Я готов.
As soon as you complete this focus, you can pick the construction company concern. We already have the flame tank special project. Let's do it.
Я готов. Слушаю.
When you get your new divisions, you can split them around.
Я готов. Я готов.
So you can bring this army to 24, the army at the border with Japan to 24, and now you got a new 24 army. And for the last time, we're going to pick inspection in the Air Force at 24-25% paranoia. As soon as possible, in this case it's right away, we are also going to improve relations with the United States. And we're going to start training all of our divisions.
Готов.
You can shift click on the marshals, so they will all train up to regular. And we should also check our spy in Germany, because we have enough Intel network built, so we can switch to Quiet Intel network. Later on we will start a collaboration government. Actually, no. Wait a second. This is our MIO priority for tanks. And we got rid completely of Paranoia, so we were quite lucky in this run, no bad events. But again, even if you get some bad events, it's fine. You will get rid of them later on. With this one thing. With this option here. With this decision here. Now, as soon as you get to 50 political power, you should bring American experts. It's a new decision down here. And it is time to design our tanks. No. What the fuck is wrong today? Pressing the wrong one. So, basic medium tank chassis and the tank design we are going to use... Why do I have two of them? Oh, this one. And this is going to be our tank design. 9 engine, 0 armor. This is the initial design. And we're going... Let me do that again. And we're going to start producing our T1 tank design. This one. Make sure to auto-upgrade it. We also want to start producing some... We also want to start producing some CAS. For which we are going to use this design here. We can also upgrade this MIO. So Okmo also for the production. Although this would add, well, I don't know how to pronounce it though. Okmo for the production too, although this would be another great choice for production. So the new CAS, we are going to assign 5 factories to it. We bring the infantry equip down to 10, and all future factories will go to T1. When you get this event, always pick we must support them, and then there is a new decision to pick dispatch the Soviet volunteer group, and if you don't have enough bombers, just select your tactical bombers and disband them. Then you will be able to pick this decision. And as soon as you assassinate Trotsky, you can use your second spy on Quiet Intel Network in Germany, and you can immediately start preparing a collaboration government. Do it on cooldown. We want 3 of them in Germany. As soon as possible, once this is done, pick specialization in military industry. Although civilian industry is also a great choice. It's up to you. I prefer military. At the same time, we're also going to start building more military factories in all of the 100%, and 80% provinces. And mind that at this point you will have some other random ones at 80%, like this one here, this one here. So build military factories in all of them too. This one here. And this one here. At 60 political power, we will accomplish again. Actually, take here the trains.
Готов. Готов выдвигаться.
Alright, this guy's gone.
Готов.
No, he's fine. Good.
Жду приказа.
As soon as possible, spy Germany again. And at 150 political power, we're going to replace Yagoda with the Elusive Gentleman. Which means we will get a third spy, which is also going to Germany for collapse on cooldown. At this point, we can also design our flame tanks. And we're going to use this very basic design. Just make sure to match the speed of your regular tanks. We're going to start producing them with Okmo. The production goes to only one factory, which we're going to take from the T1. Now we can adjust our armored template and make it elite as well, and we need to make quite a few adjustments here. Wait a second. What do we want? We want art, motorized, logistic flame. Yes, no anti-air. So this will be our final armored template. Not final actually, because we'll add the assault engineer company later on, but almost final. So 36 width and these. So 36 width and these support companies. If you did everything correctly, this should cost you 110 army experience, and we can save it. Now, we're going to recruit 13 armored divisions. And 23 motorized divisions. Now, for motorized, I didn't change anything. We are using the 12 with default Soviet template. Now, as soon as possible, we'll start improving relations with China and then send an attaché to them as well. Finally, seducer. Nice. Keep an eye on the spies for the collab. Okay, we're ready. I guess if you are watching the unedited version, you can hear the announcements of Edogawa City in the background. Maybe. I don't know if the microphone is picking that up or not. Could be fun. Prove that I'm in Japan at least. I haven't been lying to you. Now, I would like them to shut up though. Possibly, so not to be in the recording. Look at Japan. Japan is doing amazing here. Look at them. Crazy stuff. Oh, something worth mentioning at this point is historically the Soviet Union, of course, fought the Winter War with Finland and also expanded in Estonia. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania before fighting the Axis. In this guide, we're not going to do that, which will make things even more challenging. We'll have less land, and Finland will join against us when we fight the Axis. So we'll still be active against Finland. But if you want, I think it would be fair now to justify a war goal on Finland and fight them. If you want to do it historically, you probably need to do it a little bit earlier, but that's also an option. Up to you.
Готов.
Why can't I see myself?
Готов выдвигаться. Смирно.
No.
Слушаю. Внимание.
In any case, at 100 political power, let's send the attaché to China. And we're also going to start building more military factories in all of the 80% plus provinces. Okay, seems good. Now, to be completely fair, we did particularly well in the civil war in Spain, which means the war is still ongoing. Usually at this point of the run, we would have already lost. Sometimes you even lose some mountaineers if you're not careful. So this goes in our favor significantly because if the war lasts longer, we don't want to finish it actually. We still have the attaché in Spain, so we get a lot of extra army experience. So we may have a bit more army experience than you do if you lose the civil war faster, but it's fine. Let me make a save at this point. I don't know what the save would mean though. Okay, no, let me not make a save.
Я готов.
Okay, in this case, of course, we are going to sign the Molotov-Ribbentrop. Now, let me do that again. Now, since we're going for a historical run, we are going to sign the Molotov-von Ribbentrop Pact. So let's go on and do that.
Слушаю.
Maybe now I can make a save, just to have one. And as soon as possible, we are going to loosen prohibitions here, so you will get rid of any maluses that you might have gotten earlier.
Я готов.
Now, when you get the Japanese provocation, you don't really need to do anything. We set up the army so that we will be able to defeat them easily when the war starts here.
Казак.
And here we go. We won the fight with the Japanese, which is amazing. What's not amazing is that my spy was captured, which will delay a little bit the collaboration governments in here.
Жду приказа.
Okay, it's World War II time, but fun, but not for us.
Так точно. Тройсь.
This doesn't matter. Okay, let me make sure about something here. We want... Oh, did they change this? No. Yeah, I think they did. Where is the... Wait, where is the... What the... Where are the operations? Ah, this is the fuel only. Wait a second, wait a second. Ah, here. Never mind, they didn't change it. Need more priority to operations. At 100 political power, we're going to pick the military theorist. And we're going to pick spirits and doctrines. Here I like bold attack and quick improvisation. Here you can pick the naval refit yards. And later on, night fighting. And here just pick doctrines and go for the left path. What do you want from my life? Dude, where is my support equipment? Do I lack that much? Oh, finally. Okay, and we got Poland from Germany. For now, we're not going to do anything about it, though.
Готов выдвигаться.
Finally. Now we can go back to collaboration governments. What the fuck is it? It's, at least it's already prepared. It's nice.
Готов выдвигаться.
Whenever possible, you can start the military engineering vehicles special project.
Слушаю. Внимание!
Oh shit, it's raining in my house. Sorry. I need to close the window. Fuck. The freaking mess this is. Oh well. A bit wet. At 200 political power, we are going to pick the Armor Genius. We're going to upgrade our planes. Can we do that already though? I don't think we can. What are we going to upgrade here? What the fuck? Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah, this is not a... It's not time to upgrade the planes. Yeah, a bit later. Okay, never mind. We're going to upgrade all of the MIOs and use the improved small airframes as well. So this was the fighter. It's not the F2 yet, but it will be soon. So for now we just change the names. And this means that later on it will be easier to upgrade them if we already build the upgraded versions. And other than that, I just want to upgrade the MIOs for tank and flame tank. Which is very fun as well, so, I mean, why not? More importantly, at this point, we are going to start building infrastructures. Is it right now? No. More importantly, at this point, we're going to start building forts at the border with Romania and Germany, so along the entire border here. It's quite a lot of forts, and that's not all, because we also want to upgrade the supply hubs. You can select these ones here. You can select this one here, it will upgrade all of the required ones. This is our highest priority, so let's make it top of the list.
Я готов!
Oh my god, for fuck's sake, what the fuck is wrong with my agents? Oh, this was the third one though, right? Yeah, we got 3. Why are you making a 4th? That's weird. Can we make another one? What do you mean we can make another one? We shouldn't be able to make another one. Wait, how is it possible? I thought you could make a maximum of 3, which we already have. Oh, whatever. Whatever. So now that we are done with the third collaboration government in Germany, after we save our spy, we can start spying on the US. I usually do it in the Hawaii, it's safer. And then collaboration governments on cooldown in the US too.
Слушаю.
And look at this, we're going to research a flexible line in 1940. How about that? How about that?
Смирно! Готов выдвигаться.
At 100 political power, we will pick the concealment expert. And we will finally change the F1 to the F2 design. So this is the design we're going to use, the usual one. And as usual, because it's fun, very fun, we're going to upgrade the MIOs. Oh, by the way, for this one, never mind.
Готов выдвигаться. Готов.
Alright, we can now make collaboration governments in the United States. Let's do that.
Готов выдвигаться.
And as soon as this research is completed, we can now also design the final C2, which is going to be this one. We can save it. We can produce it. We bring the production to 10 and we take them from tanks. But that's not all. We're also going to pick the mechanical genius trade. We're also going to pick the mechanical genius policy for Okmo. Here we go. Need to change them again, of course. Yeah, of course. Of course. And we're going to force deploy anything if you're still training. You're going to force deploy anything, but we don't have anything. Oh my god, let me do that again. If you had units still training, force deploy them and then shift click on training for all of our divisions. Oh, this guy's went back here. Okay.
Внимание!
Not only divisions, we're also going to gather and train our navy, and we're going to deploy and train our planes. Quite a lot of them. Question is, why is the navy still training? Someone dead in here? Yeah. Or whatever. It's fine. At 150 political power, we will pick the Patriarch of all Russia. Or maybe the Patriarch of Moscow, whatever. And we're going to start producing the new armored support vehicles with Okmo. Or maybe not with Okmo, actually. Let me... wait a second. Here. Cap gain... 5 cap, 5 gain, and here. But... I don't know. I don't know about that. So we're going to start producing the armored support vehicles, either with Okmo or Mitschich, whatever. Oh. Either Okmo or this one are fine. Go for this one, maybe. We want the production at 7 factories. We're going to take them from tanks. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to upgrade MIOs again. And we're also going to add them to our armor divisions, so they are finally complete. And insane, absolutely insane as well.
Так точно! Внимание! Брось!
And Churchill talks and talks and talks forever. At 100 political power, we are going to pick the close air support expert. And upgrade the MIO. Unbelievable. This bullshit. This is complete bullshit. It's the worst fucking update ever. Stupid shit. But slowly they are getting there. Now you can load the models. Now just one little step at a time. Now they need to make the MIOs apply automatically. Then they need to make you able to save them. Maybe in a few years we will get to the game as it should have been. Yeah, Yugoslavia is fucked, so let's buy from somebody else. Maybe these guys will be fine.
Что приказа?
Ah, fuck.
Готов выдвигаться.
That's not cool.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим! Я готов. Готов?
God damn it with the spies today, it's insane, guys. Insane. It's crazy. It's okay, but fuck my life. I need her. How long will she be injured for? 90 days. That sucks. Oh, that's 60 days. Whatever. But Churchill is still talking. What the fuck? Shut up, man. For the love of God. It's good that this part will be edited out, but he's been talking non-stop for like a year now. Get over it. I will invade you later. Keeps talking. At 105 political power, we are going to change to limited conscription, just in case. We'll take some casualties against the Axis, for sure. And as soon as possible, we should be, which should be right now, we will be able to design our T2. So this is the design, and we're going for 9 engine, 9 armor for this one. It's a bit too slow though, isn't it? Why is it so slow? 0.8. I guess it's fine. Maybe we lack the MIO because we haven't gotten it yet, right? Yeah, okay, this one here. Okay, then it will be fine. We'll be fine with this one. That's cool. That's cool. That's okay. Oh, fuck. That's my bad. More MIOs to update. No. Oh, no, that's just for upgrades. Okay, thank God. And it is also time to get ready for the Axis. So let's go on and do that.
Готов.
So here I will need to check the guide carefully. We don't want to fuck this up.
Смирно.
Now, first of all, let's take a look at marshals, and it looks like we are doing great. Actually, this guy survived, and this guy survived, so we have very good marshals. I'm going to use Zhukov, though, because he probably has the best traits at this point. Oh, nice. Logistic Wizard is nice. This one is very nice. This one is very nice. So, great traits on Zhukov.
Я готов.
So we can probably use Konev on our main tanks, and the secondary tank army can go with this guy.
Я готов.
Everything else we just aim at defensive stats, so it doesn't matter as much. Just pick the best defensive options you have.
Брось. Внимание. Я готов. Слушаю. Жду приказа.
On the primary army, we want the highest motorization priority and to aggressively execute battle plans. On the other two, just the highest motorization priority. No, we don't need this stuff.
Так точно. Слушай. Готов выдвигаться. Готов. Готов выдвигаться. Я готов.
Now, soon we will be under a lot of pressure from the Axis, so we need to plan this carefully.
Я готов.
Our first tank army will try to push for Warsaw from this area here. Here we have a river crossing, so this is not an easy push, but we are going to attempt it nonetheless. Now we need to push from here because we need to take the railway.
Слушаю.
The motorized army following them will cover also the northern front. The secondary tank army will push from the area of Lvov to the area of Krakow. Is it right now? I don't like it as much. So something like this. Nah, I don't like it at all though. Let me do that again. Whatever. So something like this.
Жду приказа.
Once again with the motorized covering the entire front. Then we're going to use 3 full infantry armies to cover this front.
Слушаю. Готов.
1 to cover the Romanian front and the Alpini divisions to cover the front with Hungary. Now, ideally at this point we would have the volunteers back. We don't have them yet, but they will come back soon. As for the last 2 armies, 1 will be at the border with Finland, which will be at war with us, and 1 to reinforce the border against Romania. And that's our setup done. In addition to that, we want to deploy all of the planes, and we're going to split them around between the 2 tank divisions. Between the 2 armored armies. So something like this.
Жду приказа. Внимание!
Bit sad that this tank was without supplies, so it may not be fully trained by the time World War II starts, but it's okay.
Жду приказа.
Same for that motorized. You could also tell me when, I wouldn't hate it. What are we doing here, boys? What the fuck are we doing here? It's still in preparation, okay. I will forget this. 100% I will forget this. But I need not to forget this. Okay, here we are going to pick the non-aggression pact with Japan. As soon as we complete the flamethrower, we can upgrade our flame tanks. What's with the tank? 78. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to use this design. And of course it changed the name, randomly changed the name of my tank. Fuck you. Okay, she's back, but I also need to build the spy network again. Well, for now we need to focus here. Oh, very nice. We got them trained. Perfect. Look at this. We are ready. Look at the amount of divisions the Axis has on the border. This will be a very tough one. There we go. The Axis attacked us. It is finally time to make our entrance in World War II, and Finland is also at war with us. So this army should be enough to keep Finland under control. We are not going to push them. What we need to focus on is mainly not losing this hub. This is very important. So if needed, we may use some last stand abilities, but hopefully that will not be needed. We'll see. Now, at this point, we also want to block some sea regions. We also don't want to train the navy anymore. So we're going to block these sea regions here so we don't get convoys raided. We're going to pick a couple of decisions here. We will pick heroes forward and transportees. They will help with supplies. And we're also going to pick war bonds. Why not? And just in case, we're going to build some extra oil from Iran. Say 10 civilian factories. Shouldn't be a problem, but we never know. And it's time to fight. Let me make a save. Alright, so I actually think we can start the offensives with our tanks right away, and we can start seeing how it goes. Our planes are not deployed yet, so soon they will be there, and they will help a lot. I mean, look at the amount of fighters we have in there. It would be crazy. But why are they not moving? What the fuck? Ah, because it's okay, I see. It's a Reichskommissariat. Well, they need to be called, all right? I think Germany will call them. This is weird. They not going to call them? What the fuck is this bullshit? No, I think they will. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They call them. First push will be tough, of course. Very tough. But our tanks are insane and broken. The spearheads. Fucking spearheads. So do I need that place? I don't need that place. Okay, that's perfect. Wait, I thought this was supposed to be a Barbarossa. This is not very historical, is it? Ooh, they are in potentially big trouble here. Not sure if we can get it done, but we can try. We can sure try. Don't push there. Push here. So let's try to pin these guys. I wouldn't completely exclude the idea of a big encirclement here. Let's see how it goes. This is looking very, very good for us. Not going to lie. Oh, big encirclement. Not super big yet, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain for a first one. Now we need to be a bit careful because it's not closed yet, so... Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, we're going to need to micromanage because the spearheads are broken as fuck, which is just lovely, just lovely. Stop giving me the prints I don't have. Okay. Oh yeah, boys, this is looking very good for us. Not so good for Germany, but they have a lot of divisions, so we are far from done. Oh good, our volunteers are back, which is very nice. We actually need them at the border with Hungary, or we will suffer a bit here. Especially because my tanks are pushing where they shouldn't. Oh, this is big. This is big. And by the way, absolute air superiority where we need it with a huge amount of planes. Look at the amount of divisions in here. Ouch. 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 Oh no, Germany. Oh no. 17,000 casualties versus... Well, we caused them 900,000 in what was it, like 1 week? 17,000 to 900,000. That was fun. That was very fun. We're not done yet. Oh, you don't always get this encirclement like this easily, but you saw the strategy. If you don't get it right away, you can try again a bit later. Anyways, now we're far from done. They still have so many divisions. Let's get back in position and start another offensive. I think these guys can start already. Yeah, I think I'm going to give them blitz. Yeah, that's sad. I said this would be a challenging World War II. Of course, if the Germans murder like 60 of their divisions right away, it's a bit less challenging. But it's still more challenging than the other guide. Yeah, this one is a bit difficult to push. We need to concentrate these guys a bit more here. So let's go on this side. Try to push this area here. No, don't push there. Why would you want to push there? Don't fucking push there.
Готов.
I think the last time I tried, they didn't have this, whatever it is, which makes them a bit more annoying to deal with, to be honest.
Продолжаем атаку. Так точно. Готов. Готов. Внимание.
All is good. All is good.
Внимание.
Guess what I forgot? Freaking spy. No, maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's fine. We are going slow, so should be fine.
Так точно. Жду приказа. Так точно.
God damn it, pushing in there. Why don't we have the supply hub there? What do you mean? No, there is a connection, right? Yeah, we just need to wait a few days.
Жду приказа. Выходим. Зададим жару. Жду приказа.
Oh, and another big encirclement is coming for the Germans. All of the divisions up here will be stuck very soon. And they are stuck. Painful stuff happening to Germany. Painful stuff.
Я готов. Смирно.
Look at them, they were trying to retreat. There's no retreat for you. There is only death for you guys.
Готов.
Don't invade Russia. Why do people keep making this mistake? Don't invade Russia.
Мирно.
Okay, we finally got supplies in here.
Я готов.
So I think we can try another encirclement on this side. Let's see.
Внимание. Выходим. Я готов.
May not be as big as the first one, but this is another painful encirclement. And these are all German divisions. So probably some of their best.
Вытесним их. Внимание. Ройс.
Boom. Want to check the casualties again. I assume our casualties are growing a bit. Yeah, that makes sense. But, well, someone else's casualties are also growing quite a bit. Quite a bit. Oh, and we got the encirclement down here. I wasn't even paying attention. Look at this. This is marvelous.
Ройс.
So at this point, unfortunately, because they are fun, I think we're done with encirclements. We just want to keep pushing along the coast. There is something very important. We don't want to capitulate Germany before we take down the Netherlands and Belgium. It's very important that we take that area first. We're going to focus on that.
Мирно!
Boom. These guys are dead. Nice. Now we can push a bit more with the Southern Army as well.
Давай, давай! Выходим! Внимание! Смирно!
Don't push. This is where we get the casualties because fucking infantry pushes them without reason. Should we get? Should we wait for breakthrough? No, breakthrough is quite late. I think we're going for blitz.
Внимание!
Okay, time to speed up a bit things. Time to destroy them completely. Pushing now on both sides, pushing very fast as well. Let's see if we can maybe get an encirclement here.
Что приказано?
Looks like it may be possible. No, go there.
Отставить!
I think a fair assessment of what is going on here is that Germany is getting completely raped.
Что приказано? Готов выдвигаться. Выходим!
When I made my reverse Barbarossa guide, some of you asked like, what do I do if I wait longer? The Germans have such a big army. As you can see, the concept is exactly the same. And something important to mention here, guys, it's not about numbers. We have barely more divisions than we had in Reverse Barbarossa, so in 1939. It's about the quality of your divisions. I mean, look at these tanks. This is quality. This is what I'm talking about. These guys are completely unstoppable, and they even get amazing terrain buffs. Like, in the mountains where tanks are bad, we only have an 8% malus. And in the hills, we even have a bonus. Look at forts, for example. Crazy, crazy stuff. Amphibious is still bad, but it doesn't matter. They invade anyway. Now, the one thing I don't like is that the spearheads are broken. By the way, Paradox, how about we fix our shit? What do you think about that? That would be cool, wouldn't it? I mean, can you see? Can you see? The offensive command was to go here. Nobody's going here. What the fuck is going on? Fix your shit. I need to do it manually, which is very annoying. Okay. I know all of you love microing, so you can have a lot of fun. Well, big encirclement 1 unit.
Внимание!
Going to go crazy. Every 2 seconds I need to fix trade. Another idea is automatically fix trade. Select an option that you automatically import when needed.
Точно!
How cool would it be? How cool would it be? And we, yeah, this is not stuff that we care about actually.
Слушаю!
Yeah, these guys are also broken. Okay. But at least they're doing fine.
Жду приказа.
Yeah, don't push so much.
Слушаю! Выходим!
And if we need I need this place? No, I don't need it.
Готов выдвигаться. Готов!
Oh, yes, I don't mind. Almost time to go quiet again.
Жду приказа. Готов. Готов выдвигаться.
Okay, Berlin is down.
Я готов.
This is a very smooth Barbarossa, I'm not going to lie.
Готов выдвигаться. Жду приказа. Я готов. Выходим. Зададим жару. Так точно.
Yeah, stop pushing there immediately.
Внимание.
Need to be careful. Germany cannot capitulate until we take Belgium and the Netherlands. It's very, very important.
Слушаю. Готов. Выходим.
It's fun that we are so fast that we could almost do a UK invasion before the US joins.
Так точно.
But that's not what we're going for today.
Выходим. Внимание.
We get our Panzer experts. Very nice. You see the issue right now, guys. This would be a fun moment, or a fun part of the run, and I need to constantly pause to check all of these little things and adjust trade. And guess what? There are MIOs that we need to upgrade. This is not cool, and this is something they really need to work on because you shouldn't be forced to constantly micro so many aspects of the game while you're fighting a war that should be fun, should be the fun part of the run. Now I'm doing this because it's a guide and I want it to be well optimized. Otherwise I would probably simply not care and ignore this stuff. But you know, to be optimized, to do things in an optimal way, you need to do all of these. Which means it takes forever to do something which otherwise would be very simple, very basic. You get my point here.
Я готов. Выходим!
In position, we're in position.
Я готов. Внимание! Готов выдвигаться.
It's fun to use these tanks. You just click anywhere and they disintegrate everything on their way and just take whatever you told them to take. It's very, very fun. Okay.
Внимание!
Now let's go take the Netherlands for us.
Внимание!
I mean, that's okay, but I'm a bit worried. I don't want them to capitulate, so let's just try to focus on the upper part here, possibly. It's not definitely we don't want to take Dortmund, or it would be bad.
Я готов. Выходим! Внимание! Готов.
Netherlands down, also very, very bugged. Again. So this is the original Netherlands. It's part of the allies. We cannot go through them. Very annoying because we still need to go to Belgium as well. And I think we're just going through here because I don't want to take Dortmund.
Так точно.
But yeah, overall it should be fine. It's looking very good.
Смирно.
Maybe we can take this bit of a risk here. Risky move.
До приказа. Выходим!
Okay, nice. Germany took this back. It's actually good.
Готов выдвигаться.
Netherlands down, also a bit bugged, but ideally, I mean Belgium down, also a bit bugged, but ideally the Germans can take it back, so I can take it back again. Let's see if that happens.
Жду приказа. Готов выдвигаться.
Come on, Germany. Do it. Yeah, it's all bugged. Cannot assign a front line because it's all different countries. Whoa, what's going on here? What the fuck is this? This is not cool at all. And where are my divisions? Because everything got bugged. Okay, maybe it's time to do something a bit different here. Because everything gets bugged so easily at this point.
Я готов.
So we can use a Marshall line to try and cover the entire border. See if it works.
Внимание!
And I will need to save those guys though.
Готов выдвигаться. Так точно.
Let's go save them.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим!
You see what I mean by clicking and destroying everything, right? Come on, Germans, take that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Now it's time for Germany to go down. We're very happy with this. Oh, let's also take the decisive battle expert. take the only places that we need to take, which are these ones.
Готов.
And Germany is down, which is great. And since we got the 3 collaboration governments, we can also release them as a collaboration government. Since we got the collabs, we can also create a collaboration government. Before we do that, however, let's clean up a bit this mess.
Зададим жару. Я готов.
Doing it with infantry is not ideal, but it's fine. So not yet, since we can manually do it whenever we want, don't need to do it right away.
Слушаю. Выходим. Тройсь. Я готов. Слушаю. Так точно.
Oh, look at this, we control Paris. That's nice, that's fun. So at this point, we have a huge amount of... we have a huge amount of everything, mostly military factories. We're going to invest all of them in infantry equip. After these, it's really free. You will have an abundance of anything you would want to produce. Political power is also free. You can use it to assign some medals, though you don't have very good medals with the Soviets. But again, up to you. That's a bit late, Germany. That's a bit late. Good attempt, but that's a bit late.
Готов выдвигаться.
So what we want to do now, of course, is we want to rush down Italy and prepare for Hungary, which will be the last major after Italy goes down.
Зададим жару. Идем назад. Внимание. Тройсь.
Yeah, why not splitting the front into 1 billion parts? Why not?
Мирно. Так точно. Готов выдвигаться. Я готов. Так точно. Мирно. Стройсь. Смирно.
In case you were wondering if Italy is a challenge after Germany goes down, I think this is the best possible answer I can have for you.
Я готов. Готов выдвигаться. Выходим. Отступаем. Я готов.
Mussolini is down. All of my tanks are going the wrong way. Lovely.
Я готов. Я готов.
Okay, civil war in Italy. And slow down, ideally. I want to transfer territory if possible. Okay, let's transfer territory. It's very nice. So we get a big puppet, which will save us a lot of points in the peace conference.
Слушаю.
What the fuck? Why would this be part of the UK? Is beyond me, but that's okay.
Так точно.
No! And now we can take down Hungary, which should be the last major remaining. Let's make sure about that. But yeah, that's the case. So we are basically done with World War II. Before we do that, let's also release Germany as a collaboration government. Which again means we will not need to take them in the peace conference, saving precious points.
Жду приказа.
Let's go. Take down Hungary.
Готов выдвигаться. Жду приказа.
No. Stop showing me the wrong doctrines, piece of shit. I guess these ones I can pick. I can get them from Germany. Buildings are free, of course. We have so many... everything that...
Так точно.
Okay, Slovakia down, and I don't think Hungary will last very long. Budapest is down. Soon we will check the last stats
Так точно.
before we consider this another job well done.
Так точно.
Let's see if that's enough. No, not yet.
Смирно.
But this may be enough. Let's see. Not yet. Okay.
Внимание.
Need to be careful. Okay, that's enough. The Axis is defeated. So final stats at the end of this 1941 Barbarossa. What was the length? Like 6 months, maybe. Yeah, a good attempt, Germany. A good attempt. 100 casualties. Sorry, 100,000 casualties for the Soviet Union, and 4.1 million for Germany, and 7.3 million for the Axis. Now we didn't cause all of them, but for example, as against Germany, we caused 3.5 million versus the 200,000 of the UK. Against Italy, maybe not the most, because they didn't have units when we attacked them. Yeah, exactly. So let's make a save, just in case, before the peace conference. But this was a very smooth Barbarossa. And now what? Well, no, now on the peace conference, first of all. Okay, we got a decent war score. I'm pretty happy with that, especially considering we don't need to take Soviet Germany and Regno del Sud, which is great. Now, very important, we got Netherlands and Belgium. And that's important because, first of all, we're going to annex this area of Belgium at the border with France. We're going to start our offensive against France from here. Then we are going to puppet Suriname and Curaçao. Very important for the invasion of the United States, and the main reason why we wanted to take the Netherlands in the peace conference. Now let's check if Iraq is part of it. No, okay, Iraq is part of the Allies. Sometimes you can take Iraq. More importantly, we want to puppet this stuff down here and the stuff in here. This will help keep the Brits a bit focused on this area and less British divisions in the UK. And we're also going to puppet the rest of this area here. Now here I think we have a course of Germany, so we're going to take them. And then we're going to puppet as much as possible. What we're going to ignore is Czechoslovakia, the remaining part of Italy. We'll let the UK take them if they want to. And Yugoslavia. Everything else we're going to try and puppet. Now we want to keep about 1,000 points for the Navy. It looks like we are in that mark, so we can even take... for our puppet Italy, we can re-annex this stuff. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay, this is great. Let's take the navies. Then if you have any spare points, you can use them for war reparations and resource rights. Very good. We are very happy with this. Let's confirm. So if we did everything correctly, these guys will be outside of our faction. That's totally cool, including these ones. But we got what matters. Germany, Italy, and all of these puppets in between. We got stuff to keep the Allies busy in Africa. And speaking of the Allies, well, it's time to get ready for them because we are not done yet. So we're going to justify on France right away. It only takes 30 days, and we're going to prepare to invade them. Now, most importantly, we have a new fleet plus our starting one. We need to gather the entire fleet in here. We can now unblock these sea regions. And by the way, as you can see, there is still somebody we are at war with. There is still Finland, which we will take care of very soon. So with our first armored template, with our first tank army, we are going to push into France. Oh, did I forget about Vichy France? No, Vichy France didn't join the war. Okay, that's fine. I think Vichy France will be part of France very soon. Yeah, never mind.
Готов.
As for our second armored as for our second oh my god, I cannot speak. As for our second tank army, we are going to use them to quickly take care of Finland. Now we want to build infrastructures and hubs in here. So what I usually do is I just build hubs everywhere. It's fine. And also, yeah, and we also want ports in here and in here. And this is the highest priority. Then, as usual, although this is not mandatory in this particular one, we want to build in Italy to decrease their autonomy. Fuck my life. Okay. Now we probably have a lot of planes that we are not using, so let's deploy all of them. We can assign everything to our main armored template.
Готов. Так точно. Готов выдвигаться. Так точно. Внимание! Готов! Внимание! Готов! Внимание! Я готов! Слушаю.
We can train everyone in the meantime.
Мирно! Внимание! Готов выдвигаться. Слушаю.
Okay, sorry Finland, you're amazing. My favorite guide of them all, but it's time for you to get completely destroyed by our tanks.
Готов? Выходим!
And here is the winter war for you.
Стройсь!
Did I justify on France? I hope I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, that's perfect.
Готов? Готов. Внимание! Я готов. Я готов.
Whew, look at this. Big trouble. No! Why would you stop going there?
Так точно.
Just in case.
Я готов. Выходим.
Ah, there is a fucking lake or river or something. Okay, we got the claim on France, but before we take France, we need to take down Finland. That's why, otherwise that's annoying. Shouldn't take very long. You can rush victory points in Finland.
Я готов. Готов.
We're almost done already.
Я готов. Готов выдвигаться.
А.
Так точно. Слушаю.
What's our war support is amazing, I think. Whatever, fuck it.
Держать дистанцию.
Oh, I lost a tank. I lost a fucking tank to Finland. Amazing. Quite annoying. Not gonna lie. This is quite annoying. Why don't they fucking go down? Well,
Готов выдвигаться.
that's okay.
Так,
That's what happens when you rush.
так точно.
Ah, 2 days we lost the tank. Well, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, Finland taken care of. I don't think we get any cores, right? We have a claim, but not a core. So I think we're just going to puppet them. And take their amazing navy. Okay, we made it a bit more historical by losing a tank division to Finland. Come on. Now, we're not done yet, because before we declare war on France, and we need to be careful with the claim, we don't want it to expire, but we want to prepare our tanks in here in Curaçao to invade the US. So we're going to prepare these tanks there. We can already plan the naval invasion from here.
Слушаю. Слушаю. Стройсь.
Fuck my
Смирно.
life. I'm almost happy, you know, that we lost the tank to Finland. They deserve it. Such an amazing country. Good job, Finland.
Я готов.
Yeah, it's not the right one. Okay. Why doesn't it work? We haven't got landing craft yet. Okay, let me get the landing craft first.
Готов.
Yeah, so what's wrong with this guy? Why not?
Я готов.
Is it cool? We cool? We good?
Я готов.
Okay, we also want to send our motorized to Suriname to be ready to support the armored divisions once they invade.
Смирно.
Completely useless MIO that we don't care about, in case you're wondering.
Так точно. Внимание!
Alright, so we're moving our army to Curaçao and Suriname, and ideally if we don't declare war on the allies before they are there, it's better, but we don't want the claim to expire. So in any case, before the claim goes, we need to start the war. Ah yes, something I'm a bit concerned about is my collaboration governments in the US. How are we doing here, guys? No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is the second one. The third one. Oh, that's very nice. It's very nice. Okay.
Слушаю. Я готов.
God damn it, to remove the other ones. This is so
Так точно.
freaking annoying. Because you need to click in the right place, otherwise it selects the other ones. Okay. Okay.
Стройсь. Я готов.
Everyone is trained.
Готов выдвигаться.
It's absolutely amazing.
Стройсь.
Yeah, so that guy will take a while. Maybe intercepted. All right, boys. It is time for France. We cannot delay this anymore. So let's go. Let me save actually. The Soviet Union versus the Allies in a late war. Will it be challenging? Will it be tough to take them down? Let's find out. Now we can pick this. That's a bit too fast.
Готов выдвигаться.
Oh, France looks a bit tough now. I'm not sure. Not sure if we can take them.
Я готов.
Jokes aside, though, France needs to go all the way down because it has capitulated once already, so it will take a bit longer than usual.
Внимание. Мирно.
Calais, we don't take care about Calais.
Готов.
That's fair. That's fair. Paris. Yeah, I don't think we will be able to get any more rubber, but that's okay.
Готов. Так точно.
Yeah, okay. Bugged. Fine, makes sense. Okay, let's go with the more regular offensive.
Внимание. Я готов. Вперед!
But look at this guy. Is this Australia or New Zealand? I cannot tell, but yeah, he's just there fighting. Nobody knows exactly how or why, but he's there. Yeah, that's our tank,
Готов выдвигаться.
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this guy is not very lucky. Not going to lie. Not very lucky. No, 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 what the Why? How did they... Okay, yeah, they did trigger an invasion. Okay, I missed it.
Слушаю. Слушаю.
Look, he had no training already. As long as it gets to Suriname is fine.
Готов выдвигаться.
We don't... we certainly do not lack tanks.
Готов выдвигаться. Жду приказа.
If we want to speed it up a bit, we can try to rush victory points, although we don't particularly need to speed it up.
Так точно.
Okay, France is down. Very good. Very good. This was quite fast. Now, tricky part of every run since Götterdammerung, we need to invade the UK. And we got a fleet. An okay fleet. Not an amazing fleet, though. So we need to be careful here. And also, while we would have 24 armored divisions, 12 of them are going to South America, which means we'll need to invade the UK with only 12 divisions. And it's 1942.
Строй.
So it may be challenging. Let's see.
Готов. Внимание. Готов выдвигаться. Я готов. Готов.
Okay, so the usual naval invasion setup, groups of 2 in this area.
Мирно.
These armies are now completely free, and we're going to use them
Слушаю.
on an area defense command to protect Europe from naval invasions. Whatever. Just don't give me notifications anymore, please. We're going to move the fleet to Dunkirk. Now we don't want to engage, ideally. We need to be a bit careful because the fleet is okay, but if we lose it, we don't have a spare one. So we also need to invade the US. Again, what we have on our side is a huge amount of planes, which we are going to use right away. So we're going to use all of them. Can assign all of them to this army here for now, but what we're going to do after that is we're actually going to use all of them in the channel. And all of these casks were made so that they can actually naval bomb quite effectively. So we have a lot of naval bombers in the channel. We need to split them around, of course, because as you can see, they will not fit all in that airfield. Okay, stop sending. We have too many planes. Well, okay, it's maybe a little bit too many planes, but that's okay. Half of these fighters can actually be with the army.
Я готов. Брось. Так точно. Мирно!
Motorized can help supporting the naval invasion once it's triggered.
Готов!
Did this guy ever made it? Oh, not yet. Not yet. He's still struggling. Okay, we got the naval invasion ready. It's time to see if we can get the naval supremacy, though. So naval repair, and let's set on naval invasion support. We get Green Sea right away, which is very, very good news. Let's save. And let's trigger our naval invasion. We now split these into two. That's slightly better. Even more than two if you want to just offer some support.
Ройсь!
Then as usual, use a force attack in the disembarking phase. That's the only tricky part with tanks. You know, they don't have the best
Готов!
naval invasion stats, but it doesn't matter because they are OP once they disembark. And they always disembark. As you can see here.
Готов!
Now it looks like the UK is just going to be completely wiped. And yeah, maybe slow down a bit because these tanks are too fast. But it's not looking very good for the UK. They will spawn divisions, but yeah, they're a bit too slow at doing that.
Готов подвигаться!
And we could send these guys over, although this may not even be
Я
needed.
готов! Выходим! Ройсь! Идем, идем!
You can go around like we did here. That's great because you can get a big encirclement in London usually.
Готов! Мирно!
Yeah, it's a lot of divisions that will die in there.
Так точно!
London is where the UK usually spawns the extra divisions they get from naval invasions. So if you move quickly and with tanks you can easily destroy all of them. And now it's just a rollover, which means it may be a good idea to save the fleet at this point. No point in getting them destroyed. It's fine. We got the naval invasion done.
Готов подвигаться! Слушаю! Слушаю! Ройсь! Я готов!
Now, if you're wondering why is it so easy when I do it, the UK has a lot of divisions. It's not that easy. It's because we are doing it faster and because we created puppets in here and in here. So the UK is wasting a lot of their divisions covering these fronts. If you don't have any other active fronts against the UK, then it will be a bit harder. Also, the fact that France capitulated and we got a lot of stuff in here helps a lot. Because, again, the UK is sending troops there instead of focusing on the mainland. That being said, they are sending back their troops, but we were so fast. Yeah, that's done. We were so fast that they didn't literally have the time to send back divisions, to send back troops.
Готов!
So now we also covered the coast of the UK with these armies. We don't want them to re-invade it. Now let's give it a look and see if there is any other major left. It looks like it's only the United States, thank God, because sometimes other people are majors. Right, British Iraq? I don't want you to be a major. Don't you do that trick on me. Don't you do that dirty trick on me, you motherfuckers. I really hope they will not be considered a major, because sometimes, for some weird reason, they are. But if they are not, as it seems, then we're good to go and invade the US. Oh, these guys really didn't have a great time, huh?
Внимание!
Okay, it's fine.
Стройсь! Жду приказа.
So let's now move our fleet in here. And get ready to invade the US. We can now send all planes to the other army.
Жду приказа. Жду приказа. Готов! Слушаю. Слушаю.
Okay, the fleet is ready. Let's see if we can get Green Sea right away. We can get Green Sea right away. That's very nice. Which means we can trigger this naval invasion. Let's go.
Готов выдвигаться. Так точно.
We have a problem here, or is everything okay? Everything is very much okay.
Я готов.
Now let's see if the US is defending or not. Always force attack to make sure you disembark, but they don't usually defend that much.
Жду приказа. Выходим! Выходим!
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a very smooth invasion of California. Operation Mar-a-Lago, as I like to call it. Done. Miami is taken. So what this means is we can send over everyone now, and we can just start pushing into the United States.
Готов выдвигаться.
So we're going to send over the other armored template,
Внимание!
both motorized and the entire Marshall one.
Слушаю.
On a Marshall front line. A lot of casualties will be taken probably by sending them over. That's fine, we don't care. If you want though, at this point you can set the Navy on convoy escort. Try to protect them a little bit, maybe possible. And if you want to do that a bit better, ideally you want to do it with destroyers. And you want to split off all submarines, create a new army or a new navy with them, split them around a lot, and set the submarines on convoy raiding instead. And the rest of the fleet, you can keep it on strike force. But this is a better split of the fleet. We don't have a fleet able to compete with the US Navy, so
Готов выдвигаться.
it's not our priority. What we can do here is we can push right away because the US is not ready for us.
Жду приказа.
And the faster we are, the better it is. Especially taking the cost line.
Внимание! Жду приказа.
Don't copy me with that part, huh? I'm picking stuff completely randomly. Oh, I accidentally cancelled this command earlier.
Жду приказа. Жду приказа.
So you just got the third collabs here and you're happy, and that makes sense. Okay, I'm happy too.
Внимание! Готов. Я готов. Так точно.
A bit like... Sorry. A bit like the UK, the US is also sending back divisions, but, you know, they take a while, and in the meantime, we are destroying them.
Готов выдвигаться. Так точно.
The US is another kind of disappointing enemy. Again, in many runs, the funny thing is it's still only 1942. Despite the fact that we waited for Germany for a historical run, we still demolished them very fast. But yeah, you always say like, well, the US gets challenging later on. Yeah, maybe 1944-45 they can be a little bit more challenging, but honestly, you're much stronger by that time too, so...
Готов.
Not really more challenging. So now we need to split these guys around a bit. So one armor, the template, one tank army will push this area,
Стройсь.
and the other tank army will push this area here. How about that? It should be good enough. We need to wait a bit for them to be in position,
Готов.
because we are also sending back divisions. Wow, we did get a lot of Navy experience very quickly. That probably means our fleet is destroyed. Nah, not yet. Is anyone really invading here, or just giving me warnings to scare me?
Готов. Стройсь. Выходим.
Where is the US? Okay, 47%. Happy with that. We can go, we can go. No time to waste.
Я готов. Готов выдвигаться. Стройсь. Смирно.
Before we cap the US, out of curiosity, I want to check the casualties, especially against the US.
Готов выдвигаться. Выходим. Жду приказа.
Cannot pick these yet, though. I need another one before that one. When do I lose desperate measures? 4th of July. Okay, yeah, there is another 1 month in between. What do we get? Maybe Stalin's cult of personality for fun. Oh, the 4th 5-year plan. Yeah, why not?
Так точно. Ройс. Готов. Выходим. Так точно. Выходим. 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 Верно. Так точно. Жду приказа. Стройсь. Стройсь. Слушаю. Так точно.
Should be almost done, no? Yeah, we're almost done. Is it enough? No? Almost? Maybe enough now. No, need to be very careful. Chicago will be enough for sure. Yeah, I think we're done. Yep, the United States are down, so final casualties versus the Ally, 52,000, of which 17,000 versus the United States and 30,000 mostly because they intercepted our navy, the United Kingdom, or our troops, while invading. And Luxembourg, 116. Not bad, Luxembourg, not bad. Let's save. Let's save and let's enjoy life. Boom. We are done. 71% of the war score. The United States are down. The Allies are down. The Axis is down. And thank God the Iraq was not considered a major like in my last test run. That wasn't fun. I had to go all the way there from here without supplies. Well, that's another story. So I will skip the peace conference for you. There isn't much left to do in this run, but I would recommend puppeting as much as you can of everything you can. Yeah, I think we can leave that stuff to them. Okay, keep Iceland. Fine, fine. Japanese Iceland. Why not? And probably I would take the Navy. Just in case you want to invade Japan for fun. It's a bit easier if you take the Royal Navy. And that's it. The North American Socialist Republic is a reality. We control most of the world. We made it communist again, despite waiting for Germany to attack us at full power with a full Barbarossa, the entire Axis, Romania, Italy, Bulgaria. We completely destroyed them. And this run is very fun. I must say, I worked a lot on Ottoman Turkey recently. I worked a lot on India. It feels good to play a good country again. Guys, you need to try out this run because it's very fun to fight the Axis at full power. My reverse Barbarossa guide is optimized and it's the best thing you can do when you play as the Soviet Union. But this one is a lot of fun and it's a bit more challenging. If you do try, let me know how it goes in the comments. I'm very curious to hear that. And also, let me know what you think about our new focus and research priorities. As you can see, this time we are enabled to get the fourth 5-year plan and even the Comecon, which we were not able to make with my reverse Barbarossa guide. And we even researched very early the flexible line. So it was very fun to experiment with the Soviet Union in a different way. So a different run from my usual one. And very, very satisfying to crush the Germans and then the Allies with our absolutely insane armored divisions. I mean, just look at this. How crazy is that? Unstoppable. What else to say? And that's all for today. Guys, this run was fun, but it was still a lot of work. So if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to support the channel. Show your appreciation by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving me a comment. Comments really help the algorithm, so it would be important. Just write anything. Well, you can literally type anything, and that's fine. If you have any questions or any suggestions for further improvements, those are also always welcome. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.